Hello everyone, this is JLS1114. Well, time is coming, approaching. Tomorrow, finally, election 2008 is gonna go down. And the voting process will begin, and at the end of the day, hopefully, see what happens. Hopefully by tomorrow, we will have a new reigning president. Well, anyway, basically making this video because there's a couple of things. Something that I feel that voters really need to sincerely thinking about as they go to the polls. And this is obviously has been a very historical event. Going to be a very historical event. Partly because there is a possibility that we may have a black president in office. Unfortunately, that's what it has been about. Some people are seeming to decide on too much of the aspects of race. Some people who are black just are saying, oh, well, it'd be nice to have a black president. And some people are the opposite race, just like, there's no way we're having a black president in office. No way. You know, as much as we like to think about that we came so far and race is not an issue, unfortunately it is. Even those who don't think that they're that racist at all, when it comes to something big, like they'll be good to people and really nice, but then when it comes to something big, like a president coming into office, and race matters again, you know? Or you won't have a problem with your kid being friends with someone of a different race, but when it comes to dating, it's an issue. You know, things like that. I've noticed that there's people like that. They'll have respect until it goes to a broader position they don't want it going to. Then race plays an issue all of a sudden. But anyway, unfortunately, like I said, this has been way too much about race. When you go to the polls, you should make a very sincere decision. Not based on whether if you want a black president or a white president. You really need to make it about the views that they have. Do you agree with them? Their positions that they're taking on certain things. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is voting for president. This is putting lots of power into each and every one of those hands. Come on, President of the United States. That's big, and we get to say so. You know, it can't come down to whether you want a black president or a white president. You really gotta think about what do they really care about? What positions are they taking on certain issues? Especially, we're in a huge, for example, we're in a huge economy crisis. Who do you think is going to approach it the best? You know, they're going to be leader of the U.S. for 4 years. You know, possibly 8 if they're reelected, but we know we're at least putting them in there in office for 4 years. So this is big. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please really think about this. Who do you stand with? Okay? It can't come to race. It can't. I had to say that because I don't like what I'm hearing that some people are like, ooh, we need a black president, so you know, and some other people, oh, I don't want somebody black in there. Oh, stop. Look at what really, really matters. Okay? Really think about who do you think will do the best job. Okay? These are serious issues. okay, that are going to get addressed, and it's going to affect us greatly. It can't come down to, then something's going to come up and you'll be like, oh, why did that president do that? Because you were so caught up in the race factor. Oh, why did they do that? I wish, well, if you did your homework, then you would know, like, for example, one person who may not want somebody black in office, so they go with McCain, okay? Say they go with McCain. Then something big comes up. I don't know. Certain, the economy issues, like where they're gonna make cuts and where they're not. One person wants to cut on taxes for the middle class, and the other one, believes in something else to do with the taxes. And how they're gonna handle it? The economy crisis. That's one big, huge example. One wants to do it one way, one wants to do it another. Now, if one does it one way, and you really agreed with Obama's way, but you were so stuck on the race thing, you didn't want him there, you're like, oh my god, I didn't know McCain was about that. Yeah, because you got caught up in race. These are issues, okay? Huge, huge issues. I cannot stress that enough. And the person you put in office is going to be the chief of what goes on. So you really need to seriously, I really can't say it enough, I can't. Seriously think about it, okay? Don't make it a black or white thing, okay? Really think about who you stand with and who's going to make the best leader. Alright? I just had to say that. Please keep that in consideration. Please really think about it. And we shall see who wins. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening, and cast your vote. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free. But please, if you have nothing nice to say, so I'm still getting some comments that were very uncalled for. If you have nothing nice to say, please don't bother commenting. Please. Let's talk about this rationally. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's fine. I like when people don't agree with me. I'm not saying I'm like almighty, that I know it all, because I know I don't. So, okay? So, and that's fine, but let's talk about this rationally and nicely. There's no reason for us to like go off on each other. It's a nice way of saying things. So, alright, I did give it time. So anyway, over and out. Thank you again for watching, and have a nice day.